Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hey, Marlon G here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about storytelling, just a small facet of why a lot of times stories are not working. It's a real simple thing to ask yourself, whether it's a short story, a film, an indie film, especially indie films. I see it a lot in short films, where since technology has gotten so advanced and easy to make a film in terms of cost, anybody can, almost anybody can get a good camera and make a movie, but they don't take the time to check their story and see if certain elements are there. One basic element: does your story have a dramatic question? And if it does have a question, what is it? For example, in Raiders of the Lost Ark, real simple, the dramatic question is, will Indiana Jones find the Ark before the Nazis? And all throughout the movie, all these different things are happening, but we're sitting there in the audience to find out the answer to that dramatic question. It keeps us interested in the story. And a lot of stories that I've come across lately, especially with more and more people creating content, sometimes I ask, well, what is the dramatic question in this story? Or another way to say it is, what's the point? Why am I watching this story? So one thing to look out for in your own storytelling is start with a dramatic question, and your story can answer that question. It doesn't have to be, yes, the character accomplishes this goal of this dramatic question, or no. It's the reason the audience stays interested in your story during the ups and the down times, because all stories have those moments where you're not exactly thrilled with every scene or paragraph or chapter, but you're there because you stay with the story because you want to find out the answer to that dramatic question. It's real basic, it's real simple. Does your story have the dramatic question? Now, people say, well, what's your track record? What the hell do you know about storytelling? I'm the wannabe storyteller. I've studied a lot. I've even written quite a bit. And sometimes things like life gets in the way. In my case, it was a disabling illness. But yeah, I've studied stories and storytelling at UCLA, NYU, USC, so I know a little bit about it, but because of circumstances, still the wannabe storyteller. But yeah, so when you're making your movies, whenever people get a big fancy camera, what's the first thing they want to do? They want to shoot. They just want to go shoot. They want to start filming. They don't want to make sure the story is intact. They don't want to make sure there's a dramatic question even that the story is answering. They just want to start filming stuff, and they want the actors to start acting, and and then that's why so many short films, indie films out there nowadays, they often lack that basic element. What is the dramatic question? See, in the old days when it cost so much money to make a movie, the money people, the producers, will make sure the story worked before they started filming. And now, everybody's just filming. They just want to film. So that's something to think about. Can improve your story. You can improve your short stories, or even your novels and what have you. That dramatic question, it changes. In some stories, it changes over time. which is a good thing sometimes. And but you got to have something. Otherwise, you're just playing with yourself in front of on the camera or in the text you've written or book or whatever, and you're just playing with yourself and wanting people to watch you play with yourself, unless you have a dramatic question to answer. So that's my 2 cents on it for now. The dramatic question. Die Hard, Bruce Willis. Real simple. Will he beat the terrorists in the Nakatomi Tower and save his wife and the other people, right? And that's why we're going to sit there and we're going to find out. Yeah, we know he probably will, but it's fun to sit there and watch. Now, if the story was something like, I don't know, I hate that movie, My Dinner with Andre. I hate even calling that a movie. That's more like a stage play, and someone had a camera set up somewhere and let it run while these people played out this little stage play. Kind of lacked a lot in the dramatic area for me. But so that's something to think about for your stories, and it helps. If you can't say why are people watching, and you just say, well, it's just entertainment. No, it's more than that. You need a dramatic question. You got to answer something. You got to interact with the audience to keep them engaged. Otherwise, like I said, you're just performing for yourself in front of people, or playing with yourself in front of people in whatever medium you choose, whether it's writing or filming or movies, or you got to have that dramatic question in your story. Okay, well, that's it from me for now about stories. But of course, there's a lot more to talk about when it comes to storytelling. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.